Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Emiko Yoshida. I am very happy to have a chance to make a speech in this international symposium held by Femture University and Green Chemistry Asia Pacific. Today, I will give a speech in the form of a video from our used clothes warehouse in Fukushima. First of all, as one of the victims who experienced the big earthquake 11 years ago, I would like to express my sympathies to those who have been affected by the recent earthquake in Taiwan. I will use the PowerPoint materials to talk. Today, I'd like to speak under the title of Our Activities and Results, aiming for the circular value of fiber. Let me introduce myself briefly. I have continued my civic activities in Iwaki City, Fukushima Prefecture, which has become famous for the nuclear accident in Japan. I currently represent 3 organizations. Among them, an organization called The People has been working to create a society where textiles products are not simply thrown into waste. Today, I would like to talk about the activities of this group. Since 1990, our organization has continued trying to make urban development in which residents play a leading role. And as a concrete activity, we have been working to create a society that does not burn used clothes. Through the activity, I met Daniel, and I have the opportunity to give a speech here today. In addition, since the Great East Japan earthquake in 2011, we have also started cultivating organic cotton in Fukushima. From the cradle to the graveyard of textiles, we have been carrying out activities while considering whether we can close the circle of circulation of textiles in the region. I would like to talk about the impact that a citizen group in a small provincial city in Japan has had on society through its long-term efforts. When we started The People, it was a small volunteer circle whose core members were housewives. At the time, Tokyo's garbage problem was a big issue in Japan, so we became interested in Nova City's garbage problem and started working to solve it. We came up with a concrete way to reduce garbage that we can do. It was stopping burning our old clothes just because we couldn't wear them we loved until yesterday. At first, we set up a box for collecting old clothes at a local bank counter and asked consumers who came to the bank to bring in old clothes they no longer needed. The boxes are installed mainly in public facilities such as Iwaki City Hall. They are currently spread not only in Iwaki City, but also in about 20 locations in Fukushima Prefecture. And 260 tons of used clothes are collected through the boxes annually. More than 90% of them are returned to society as some resources using various methods. The best way to use old clothes in the best condition is to resell them at our charity shops. By asking local residents to use them again in the community, we are making it possible to use them without burning easily. We also have a hand-me-down bazaar where children's clothes are collected and sold at a low price. Among the used clothes that cannot be worn, some shirts made of 35% or more cotton are processed into industrial cleaning rag and sold to local companies as work for handicapped people. Many chemical fiber and wood products are sent to the route to be processed into automobile interior materials after adding a process called deep fiber. Some of the used clothes flow to the second-hand clothes market in Africa, but we send them according to local needs so that they are not burned as much as possible. Some of the collected old clothes will be used as support goods for the needy. Together with our food bank activity, we carry out this activity as a food and clothing bank. We are trying to support the needy through both food and clothing. We have also taken on the challenge of adding new value to old clothes with our own hands. Turn an old sweater into a plush toy, an old leather coat to a leather sacoche, and an old kimono into a bag. Second-hand clothes can be reborn as materials that give pleasure. We want to build a society where never burn clothes anymore. In 20 years since we established our organization, we have built relationships with various citizen groups in the community. After 20 years of activities, we encountered the Great East Japan earthquake, which caused great damage to the local community. It was a big turning point for us. It was unfortunate experiences, but through that experiences, we were able to review our way of life. The area where we live is close to the epicenter of the earthquake and has also entered the tsunami-stricken area. In addition, the city where we live is 30 kilometers away from the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, and we are concerned about the danger of radioactive contamination due to the accidental explosion. Some of our citizens lost their houses in the earthquake and tsunami. Also, our city became a refuge for many people who could no longer continue to live near the nuclear power plant. People with various backgrounds suddenly began to live together in the community, and the problem of the disconnection of the community arose. Our organization has a lot of old clothes on hand, so we delivered them to the victims and evacuees as relief goods. By actually starting to move, we could see various things happening around us, hear various words spoken around us, and thereby notice various things and think from various directions. The biggest lesson we learned in the chaotic period immediately after the earthquake was that nothing will change if we just wait for the government's help during the chaotic period. And we began to carry out disaster relief activities. We believed that there were two major issues in post-earthquake areas. One was that agriculture could not be carried out due to concerns about radioactive contamination. Another problem was the disconnection of the community. In order to solve both problems, we decided to start growing organic cotton. We have been working on the Fukushima Organic Cotton Project. Just after the earthquake, farmers gave up cultivation due to the lack of information about the problem of radioactive contamination. This project was started with the desire to solve the agriculture bad situation in Fukushima, even if only a little, by cultivating crops that are not edible through citizen activities. Using organic farming methods, we grow native brown cotton that is close to the original species and make products from the grown cotton. Japan imports most of the raw materials used in the textile industry. The self-sufficiency rate for textile products is close to 0%. In Japan, we produce raw materials for organic textile products, and we are trying to create eco-friendly products from Fukushima, which is said to have suffered a great deal of environmental damage. We decided to do something with a message like this. Starting from Iwaki City, the cultivation area is currently spreading throughout the Hamadori area. It is in the area facing the Pacific Ocean in Fukushima Prefecture. Through this activity, we have not only aimed to revitalize agriculture. The goal was also to create connections between various people on the stage of the cotton field. Of course, the local farmers are there. Then there are the local residents, the evacuees from the nuclear power plant, the visitors from the metropolitan area, and the local children. Before the pandemic, more than 30,000 people had participated in activities to help revitalize agriculture in the region. In the course of promoting this project, we have created many collaborations with companies and schools. In addition, to address community issues, we have been promoting efforts to connect evacuees from the nuclear power plant with local residents of Iwaki City by working together in cotton field. We grow our own cotton and process it into eco-friendly products in our local and external factories. Since there is a limit to what we can do as a non-profit citizen organization in the process of manufacturing textile products, we created an organization that can carry out commercial projects with my colleagues. That is Iwaki Otento-san Enterprise Cooperative, which has been manufacturing organic cotton products as a local industry. Today, young people have started a company called Kiten Corporation Limited and are taking over the work. We named our product Shiome. It means junction line between two ocean currents, cold one and warm one. It has three meanings. The first meaning is the rich sea of our hometown. The second meaning is encounter with many, many people. Number three was we change the passage of times and society from here. We are now aiming to achieve the 17 goals of the SDGs and are trying to realize the creation of decarbonized society by citizens. We believe that our 32 years of activities have shown us that it is not impossible to close the circle of fiber circulation within the region. And we believe that what is necessary to close the circle is that each and every resident participates in the creation of this system and tries to build it together. In this international symposium, I would like to visit Berkshire University and deliver this speech directly. However, I'm very sorry that I was not able to attend due to the lack of time. I hope that this symposium will produce many results and my speech will be of some help. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.